Attention, please. The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Hey everybody, and welcome back to the Crypto Night Show. Your host Superman in the house, and PulseChain is on the pump, which is pretty cool. It's pumping right now as I'm looking at the chart. It's also crypto is obviously bounced back from the big black crypto pullback. Some people have it at minimum 20 billion, but some people have it way higher than that when all's said and done. So huge wipeout, but a big bounce back today. So that's pretty cool. And you look, it's still Sunday in the United States, which is normally a sleepy day. We're getting a nice little strong bounce back. And here on Monday in good old New Zealand at midday. So yeah, it's pretty awesome. So PulseChain on the move. We've got a lot of leaders in the house. We got XGame on the move, PCock on the move, Zen, PulseGuy, Pepe, Zero, a few others as well. So yeah, it is a pump day. It's good to have that, eh? Good to have that after a dump day. Not just a dump day, but a crash day. And here we are on the rise, and PulseChain's really moving. That's the key thing. Think about it. PulseChain coin is the ocean upon which all the other tokens on PulseChain are floating. If you imagine all the other tokens, little ships floating on the old sea of PulseChain, and it's on the up and up. So that's pretty exciting. Don't forget to share the show on X. That is the link right there. So sharing is caring. And just take a moment to hit the repost button. That's all it has to do. Just a second. 1, 2, 3, and go. We've got a few people in the chat, have we? We've got Property View. Welcome back. Good to see you, Property View. Big shout out. Thank you very much. And we've got Q Baller as well. Morning all. Nice pump today. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. As they say. Yes, sir. It's very, very cool indeed. In fact, let's give it a clap, a round of applause. Yeah. So pretty cool on that. Let's see, what else are we going to talk about today? I think we're going to talk about gladiator games in the final 5 or 6 hours of tournament number 5. And the dev is working hard. He's bringing a lot of new innovations and maybe even a new game inside the gladiator games. A game inside the game. It's a bit like Tesseract, is it? Like was it the fifth dimension, something like that? It's huge. All right, so yeah, good times are rolling. So let's get into the crypto market. Let's kick it off, and we're gonna go pretty fast today. We're gonna get into the alpha. It's nothing but not awesome news today. So let's do that. All right, so let's jump into the market. So we've got 4 trillion. We're back at 4 trillion. That's gonna be another awesome thing, right? Back at 4 trillion. Yeah, boy. Man, that hits different. That's different. We got up 5.4%. What a rebound! And we got 19,184 coins. We got Bitcoin right now. Bitcoin is at 115,000, up 3.5%. So that's nice. Ethereum is making a big comeback there. So I hope you guys picked the dip. What did it get down to, about 4,600 or something? 3,600. It's at 41.28 right now, up 10%. So a double-digit day for Ethereum rebound. BNB up 12% at $1,284. OMG, what the hell is CZ up to? It is up and to the right there for the old BNB. And of course, the XRP up 5.4%, $2.53. Solana at number 6, up 11% at $197, almost back at 200. And we got Doge at number 9 is up almost 12%, guys, almost 21 cents. And then Tron there at number 10, up 2.6% at 32 cents. So pretty amazing stuff there. Pretty amazing. And have we got a flipping happening now? I think we might have a flipping with the Doge. I can't remember now. I think it is. Yeah, flipping the Tron. And Cardano or ADA down there, still down, up 10% today, but still down on the market relatively. The gap is definitely widened between Doge, Tron, and Cardano. But those are our mixes right now. So yeah, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 coins there in the top 10 that have at least 4 coins excluding stake ETH that are double digits. However, for the week, only BNB is up, at 11% net. So BNB, there's the star performer, and everything else is still relatively down for the week, particularly Doge, 18% down for the week, but up almost 12% today. So still a bit of recovery to happen for Solana, XRP, Bitcoin, and Ethereum. So there we go. Top 100s, let's check that. Top 100 coins, still Chain Opera or Koi there at number 49, still powering up the charts, almost 4,000% in the last week. So hopefully some of you guys got that one. It's up 69% today. $13.81. So that's Chain Opera AI or Koi. Zcash, of course, coming in the mix as well, up 64% for the week, down 11% today though. BitTensor Tau, hopefully the accent doesn't ruin that. BitTensor Tau, there's up 22% for the week, but that's all today. 27%, sitting at number 46 now. So we've got some big movers. Oh, look at 49, 41, 46. And then we've got Wrap BNB and then BNB. So there we go. BNB there taking out number 4 and 5 in the top 5 there in the top 100. So we've got a few outstanding performers there. Top gainers, we've got Sky AI, Chain Opera AI, and Synthetics. They're all trending right now. So the AI theme is mega right now. Trending Opera AI as well, Synthetics and BitTensor there, which is number 3 best performer in the top 100. So no surprises there. So that's pretty much it for the crypto market recovery. Looking pretty damn good. And of course, if we go back to market cap, we can see that Bitcoin 115K, Ethereum at 41.26. Not bad. All right, so that is our recovery. Let's get back into the mix there. We're going to have a drink first. Don't forget to share the show around on X. Take your time to do that. It'd be great. A big shout out to MVS Johnson, the editor-in-chief of the Monster Thread. He's working on that hard today because the Monster Thread is coming out today. And yeah, boy, I think it's number 23, week 23. It's crazy, guys. 23 weeks. Isn't that amazing? It's going to have some of the hottest news and the hottest people doing the hottest things, some of the hottest DeFi projects. It's going to have amazing stuff in there. I think it's going to be pretty awesome. So keep a lookout for that. Monster Thread number 23 is coming your way with all the hottest weekly news from PulseChain over the last week. If you're out there, you're doing something, you'll be seen. If you're doing something activity, if you're climbing a mountain, you could make it in the Monster Thread. We've had people doing that, climbing, doing all sorts of crazy things out there. Horseback riding, everyone. I mean, we've had that in there too. I mean, it's a lot of stuff that comes into the PulseChain Monster Thread. We've got a good old Hexcavator in house there. Sup, folks? Hexcavator, of course, building the American infrastructure for the golden age of America. Big shout out there, Hexcavator. Sup, folks? And kind of cool. Let's jump over to where all the action is because I don't want to hold back. Right now. I want to get into the action because I can tell you this. We have got double-digit growth in the old PulseChain today, which is finally we're there. We haven't got little red drippages here. We've got a bit of a bounce back, and at the moment on day 884 on PulseChain. Of course, that's since PulseChain launched on the 13th of May 2023. We're 884 days since then. We have got a 10.4% on Pulse right now. Woohoo! That's awesome, and it's just starting to kick in PulseX and Hex as well. That's really cool. We're at 32% of the mean sacrifice price right now, and back at 31.9 on Pulse. Now, if you guys remember, I think there were about 1,000 sacrifice accounts that did. They ended up getting about a billion or more Pulse coins. Now, that's probably changed a lot in 884 days because we've had whales exit, we've had tantrums, which is fair enough. It's been a long time, but there's diamond hands. That's what Richard was saying. You still got to have diamond hands. Doesn't matter if it's 5 years. Diamond hands, you still got to have diamond hands, and that's kind of where we are right now. So anyway, PulseX right now is at Quadruple 0217, up 9.2%, and that's back at 21.6%. The mean sacrifice price is still cheap. Still cheap prices, very cheap, but nice little double bounce backs, almost double digit on everything. And I wouldn't be surprised later in the day if that continues. We got the buy and burn at 7.88% of all PulseX being bought up and burned, just slowly burning away in the background there, making an impact over time, particularly when we get a bit of a squeeze on in the market. That's going to add to that whole thing. We've got Incentive token at the moment, $1.33, up 4.2%. So it's the laggard right now, And then Hex, of course, had a dramatic fall yesterday. If you didn't pick up that dip, OMG, it was a gift in the hand for the old Hex there. But PHEX has bounced back 13.4% to 6,900 of a penny. EHEX at the moment is at 2,600 of the penny, so that's up too quite nicely. I think we were at 2,300 of the penny yesterday, so that's up quite nice. And yeah, so we are up, and PHEX and EHEX combined still below 1 cent, 9,600 of a penny right now for the combined. Let's go to the gas prices. Quick look at that. We've got slightly higher gas prices, still okay, 2.7 million, but that means 3 cents for a PulseX swap right now. And let's go to the validators. We've got validators 53,228, so that's up just slightly from yesterday, maybe about 8 validators, I think. We go to the bridge, and the bridge is where all the health check is. We're up dramatically. We're at about 101.5 million, I think it was yesterday. So we're at 107.6. So that's a nice like over $6 million gain, which has definitely helped along by EHEX. But let's pull up our snapshot, because I don't know how many days it's been. 13, and the snapshot was the 8th. So 13 and 8th, I guess it's about 5 or 6 days. And let's see how much ETH we had back then 5 or 6 days ago. We had 61.80 ETH, and I'm pleased to say, I am very pleased to say, we are up on the ETH, guys. We're at 62.85, so we're up 105 ETH. That is good news. So we've got even though we had a net outgoing yesterday, we're actually up on the ETH, which is kind of a positive sign. We've got DAI is down, unfortunately. So we win on the ETH, but we're down on the DAI. And we're at 20.6 million DAI. We're at 20.1, so we're pretty much, we didn't quite knock it off, but down about 400 or so on that one. CST is pretty much the same. USD Tether was 5,400. We're down about 200 there. So the ETH has kind of I don't know, is it offset? You decide, but we're still down relatively from there. So we had 112.4 million. Back 5 days ago. We're at 107.6, but it's a nice bounce back from yesterday. I think we can all agree, and it is a good sign that we're getting some net increase in the ETH, and then maybe the stable coins will follow, particularly with some of the ramp up that we're seeing from Liberty Swap, right? So Liberty Swap may very well have played a role in that a bit with the new ETH bridge. I'm not sure how much is going through there yet, but they started that yesterday into PulseChain, so that's good news. It's the beginning of something new. They had stable coins, and now they got ETH as well, which is really great. So congratulations to them. Pretty cool. All right, so that's where we are right now. Let's jump away into the market results, and we can see Pulse right now. This is Pulse chart, and I posted out on X yesterday. I did. I posted it out yesterday. Let's give a quick look at my post, just so we can not gloat about it, but just say that I did post it out there. And let's scroll back down here. I posted, no, not that one, this one here. So 17 hours ago, I posted this. So 17 hours ago, let's have a look at the chart. Let's see where that was. And bam, 17 hours ago. Let's have a look here. So right here in that zone. Should we put a little circle, because you guys know that's well worth doing. So let's put a little circle here. So I guess around here was when I did it, right? So here, and I said, oh, this is looking good for a pickup. And yeah, PulseChain looks good for a pickup right now, PLS. And I posted this chart, and it bounced back real nice from there. We're at 28.86 then, and now we're at 3,200. So yeah, it seems like a good call in respect. So that is pretty cool. And at the moment, we have got Pulse on the up and up, so pretty cool. And if we take it from that sort of the beginning of the move, and we take that to the top right now, we're up 12% in the last 10 hours. So that's good news for Pulse. On the hourly, we are getting overheated on the RSI. We might have just a little bit of a slowdown there, but on the 4 hour, we got plenty of room to move. So we could reasonably keep moving up today. That's kind of cool. And on the daily, we're coming off the bottom, guys. So we just bounced off the bottom there. And I think I did look at the RSI when I posted that chart yesterday, 7 hours ago. And here we're up. We're up and up. So kind of cool. All right, so let's take a bigger picture there. I'm going to go to the weekly, just so we can have it all in one frame for the old Pulse chart. And I'm going to add the overlays back on. So this purple, of course, is the SEC period, right, where the SEC was hanging over us like a dark cloud. And then, of course, we defeated them. And then, of course, here we are. We're at this junction, right, with the resistance, long-term resistance, and the recent local support. And we're at this junction, and we kind of pierced through it yesterday. And of course, we bounced back over on the week, so that's kind of a bullish sign. And if we can then take off with this this green arrow here in towards the end of the year, right, that'd be pretty cool. I'm not sure if we got November there, but let's go to December. Let's go to December, something like that. So we can get some sort of, I don't know, let's get some sort of action like that. That'd be pretty cool into the end of the year. Now, where it goes, anyone's guess there. I got it going to 40744. But let's see where it goes. So yeah, let's bring that on. So that is PulseChain. We're on the move, and we've got a long way to go, but we've got some good momentum happening here, and hopefully we'll break out of that long-term resistance forever and start the zigzag to the moon, up and to the right. We'll just keep zigzagging all the way. Let's keep going all the way up there. We're keep going that arrow, put that arrow right up there, and off we go. So that is the PulseChain chart. In fact, I probably should have gone to the full screen here. Let's go there. There we go. You see the chart? So we're up and to the right there. Pretty cool. Cheers. Chin chin, everybody. Chin chin. So that worked out pretty well, and may it long continue. Get a good weekly close there on the weekly candle. Would be pretty cool. We've got a nice little doji hammer right now. So that was the old PulseChain. PulseChain is the chart there. Let's go back and actually, I don't want to be on this chart yet, but let's go into the top of the market right now. So we got doing 24.3 million. So that's a good day in the office for PulseChain. We've been down at like, been down at 12 million for many days. Then we got to like 16, 18 million. And we had a couple of days in the 20s, like 22. Today, we're back at 24 in the last week or so. So it's good to be back into the 20s at least. And we've got 24.4 million volume, 482,000 transactions. So that's a real jump. Typically we've been somewhere between, 250 and 400, and typically around 330, 350, but we're at 482,000 today. So that's a good news there on the old pumpermentals. So it's kind of cool. Don't forget, if you're new to the channel on YouTube, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. We're streaming on 3 YouTube channels. So Superman Crypto, PulseChain X, and the Kryptonite Show. So big welcome to all the new members and all the people watching there. We're also on X right now, streaming as well. So big welcome there. Now, if you're on X, don't forget to hit the repost button on the show. It does help a lot. So if you just take a moment to hit the repost, really does help. I suggest you do that for all of the influencers that you follow or watch or whatever. It really helps not only for them, but also to pump your own bags. The bigger audience we get out there, the better. You just never know who will, start to watch. Very, very important there. All right, we got Luna in the house there. Hey, gang, with the big hearts. I like that one. We like lots of hearts, especially on a pump day, on green candle day. We definitely like that. So kind of cool. All right, so that is some of the marks there. Let's jump back into this view for a minute, because I just wanted to post this, that we may, we've just passed 3 months, haven't we, on the old pulse chart. We're 3 months in a week approximately, and we just might see one of these, right? We might see one of these. You just never know.
You could get a God candle at any moment. You could get a giant green candle at any moment, because it's easier to get them, because it takes less economic energy, because there's less of it for sale.
Now, nothing's guaranteed, but you just never know. We had the first interest rate cut. We know Richard likes that, and we've seen, after not long after that, we've seen the sacrifice wallet move. Was it 5,400 ETH? I think it was something like that ballpark. 25 million bucks. So who knows? It might pop up tomorrow. Might pop up in a month, and you just never know. So and we already got $4 million or so sitting on the bridge or something. So sitting on the PulseChain, yeah. So we'll see. We'll see what happens there. I know Richard loves fractionalized reserve stuff, so that could have something more exotic, something more powerful. He's the guy's a genius, and he's gonna, hopefully bring some of that the alpha moves to PulseChain. We got cheers everybody. Duke of Booze in house. Big shout out. Now there was some rumors going around about Impol and Richard Hart. I don't know whether it's factual or not. I haven't seen anything in particular. If you have seen something, let us know. We got Texanian in the house there. Big shout out. You're the man. I appreciate that. And so are you guys. The community's number one as always. And I'm just here sharing the journey on PulseChain year after year after year. 6 years or now? 6 years? Wow. Crazy, man. But crypto's crypto, and you do your thing. And crypto's going to be the best performing market of all time. The next 10 years, it is the place to be, right? Forget all these people talking about all these other stuff. They don't know what they're talking about, right? We all know that we're in the best performing market, a super, super duper multiple cycles in the next 10 years, and it's going to be absolutely amazing. All right, so yeah, let's have a look at the charts right now. So we've got PCock here. Its X account got taken down. Not sure what's going on there. It's got a very small liquidity pool market cap, but it's obviously the top performer right now, 193%. And that was on PCock there. It is tied to Pulse there. I'm not sure the status of it. Obviously, do your own due diligence. Not financial advice and all that. But that chart has been pumping today. It's only been going for how long? 2 months or so. So there we go. Big pump there coming. Relatively low volume, but had good volume. Sorry, on low liquidity. So that's a pump to the moon there. Now we also got PulseGuy. PulseGuy obviously turning some heads here, and this has been promoted by Liberty Swap as well. That we see him reposting it. So this has had a big. This is the weekly candles. Let me go to the daily here actually. Had some decent volume, 65K, 96K today on 50K with the 500,000 market cap. So it's been pumping pretty much. I don't know what the RSIs are like, but that is certainly doing pretty well with the old PulseGuy meme. Zendog, been around for over 8 months, up 60% too. Just taking a little bit of profit taking there, I can see in the last couple of hours. But, not too bad there. And the volume there picked up, what is it? This picked up at 35K and 75K liquidity, 660K market caps. So still, all of them still under $1 million, but doing pretty well there. The old Zen. Oink, which has got their own, I think their own treasury, right? That's up 58%. That just got pumped too. Been out for over a year. And that's had some good volumes through it recently on the weekly. Look at those. Those are weekly candles, by the way, not daily. We had some good weekly volume there. Some big moves there. So, if they've got a treasury that can sort of move the chart a bit, just like we see with Source and Mini-Meal and stuff like that. And anyone else that's got kind of a treasury, they can turn the afterburners on. That looks like it's been picked up there. Now, that's my suggestion there. Might just be market buyers as well. But it does, anytime you see this sort of pump candle, does feel a little bit like that. Anyway, we got PCock right now, the talk of the town. The PCock, the talk of the town. It's flying, the bird's flying to the moon. And I think we've got some updates around this too. So it's pushing to higher and higher. Look at that chart there on the hourly. Look at that. That's the hourly chart. Let's go to the daily. And we can see that chart is about to take out all-time highs. I mean, what was the all-time high back here? I'm just going to make sure I get the right one. 1727. 1727. So that was back here on the 11th of August. So, a pretty quick turnaround. It came all the way back down quite a bit. So off that high, came all the way down 88%. Welcome to crypto, guys. Welcome to crypto. 88% inside 43 days after having a glorious rise to fame and fortune. And now is back to fame and fortune. So welcome to crypto. And, of course, this time it's different, though. This time it is different. Why is it different? Well, now they've turned on the fees, right? So we've got 100% of the fees. And they're talking about going to 300% of the fees. What the heck? So they got their whole business is now all the revenues earning from all the bridges and swaps are going to be buying this coin up. And, of course, they're going to ramp that up to something like 30, 40 chains as well. They've opened up the ETH yesterday, I think it was. So this thing could really be going to the moon big time, to the moon. So, keep a lookout for it. But we have got some updates. So let's go to Liberty Swap. And Liberty Swap said, we've started collecting ETH to fuel the PCock buyback. So at the moment, of course, they do all the stable coins, and they make all the fees from that. But interestingly enough, when they were paying for the ETH gas fees, ETH, of course, spiked the other day on that crash, and that did eat up a lot of their fees. I guess they're refining that business model a little bit. But this is good news. So now they're going to get ETH coming out of PulseChain, which is massive because everyone wants that, right? No, they want stable coins, but they also want ETH to make it easy to go back and forth and things like that. We've started collecting ETH to fuel the PCock buybacks, and things are looking very optimistic. So looks like they're doing pretty good straight out of the gate there. This month, the PLS Pulse routes are going live, and that's huge too. So Pulse, we just saw that at 3,200. Could really start ramping up from now. So you got the optimism starting to come into the market. We made that Black Swan event there. Might be the catalyst that we needed to rally off a low base and start breaking that long-term resistance, and which we're not far away from, and then to really break out to the upside and start getting some parabolic runs going. That'd be pretty cool. So that's where we are right now. This month, the PLS routes are going live, followed by eHex and, of course, PulseChain asset integration, which is huge. So this is just getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and that means more fees across a broader range of offerings. And these guys are also talking about something about 300%. So, let's find out what that's all about. But they've got more stuff coming this month. This team is going to obviously got quite a few things in the oven there cooking. The buyback fee system for PCock will be insanely cool. It's all coming together. And one of the things they said earlier today was that they were automation for the buy and burns with the fees is starting tomorrow, guys. So Tuesday US time. So that is pretty huge. That is pretty huge. I'm going to come back to this Interpol update here because Nuclear Herbs has got something now. I did see the rumors about that. Just wasn't sure about the factual ability of that. So we shall see. Now, they put this out 4 hours ago. 10 million is our warm-up. They just hit 10 million, of course. I think they're about $12 million at the moment on the old PCock. Yeah, 11.9 million. And they've got 100 million as our start. 1 billion is an acceleration, and 10 billion is our first target. Now, if you want to start making billion-dollar meme coins on PulseChain, you're going to need something that's going to DeFi fuel it, or have some pretty massive viral impact on crypto generally, retail book, institutions, etc., for that to get real pumped to $1 billion. But looks like this MemeFi coin, Liberty Swap with PCock, is really about to go, could be the big catalyst for that. Of course, we're going to have the Battle of the Memes coming up with CoinNaki as well coming up. So there's a lot going on in the space. But having a DeFi meme of this with all the bridges and swapping and all the secret sources these guys are bringing to it could be absolutely massive. So is this 10 million market cap? This 12 million market cap? Is this the first level? Feels like it, doesn't it? Feels like it. Now, that being said, there will always be waves of sellers, but there will always be waves of buyers. And at the moment, we're in a buyer's wave. It's pretty exciting. Now, PCock on the RSI is getting overbought right now. We're at 80, but it could go to 85 at 90 before it sort of cools down a little bit. And presumably, with all the fee buying, it may not really tank down unless the big player decide to sell one of their bags. I'm talking like page 1, page 2 kind of player that's on the page there. But actually could just consolidate a little bit, and then just get slowly eaten up, and your sales get eaten up by the buying fees. Now the buying fees go from $10 to $20, $30. Then you've got to say the difference between buys and sells, which are currently at the moment is 19,000 on the pump. Could be if they can get to 20,000, that can hold that differential, and therefore they could, if they're going to have a flat price day, they've just got to absorb 20k of selling, right? So obviously, as the price goes higher, the revenue has to go up at a percentage as well, because obviously, if a big whale decides to suddenly just flash crash or something, that always can happen from now and then. But otherwise, people can just take little profits on the way. That depends, I guess, on the maturity of the protocol. At the moment, of course, people have a lot of belief in the fee system, and it looks like Liberty Swap building something huge in terms of revenue buybacks here. So pretty exciting where this might go, and bringing some real quality to PulseChain. Right. So we already talked about Vouch being number one validator with their validator revenue and compounding that the validator numbers, as well as having the reflection token. That's been a pretty super duper thing. And then now we've got PCock and Liberty Swap with meme DeFi, and this is really good. So we want more and more of these, right? Less Wild West. Wild West is always going to be in crypto, and pump time memes and everything else. But we do want more and more quality projects that are just going to continue to push the price and value up, that people can feel a bit more comfortable about and go to the moon, right? So looking pretty good here right now with the old Liberty Swap there, and automation for that fee buying is going to start tomorrow. But these guys look like they've got lots more revenue sources and new products coming all month into October. So very excited about that. All right. They also seem to be pushing just the PulseGuy thing, and I think they had something on the 12th. I'm not sure what that was, but they had something on here on the 12th. I'm not sure if that's actually been released yet, but that's something people are looking out for too. I'm not sure if it's been out or not. Now, the other big thing I want to talk about was this Interpol thing just before we move from here, because I hadn't actually had a chance to check that. But at the moment, PCock is the number 5 and 6, so those are the top 5 right now. Minicock, PulseGuy, Zen, Oink, and PCock, top 5 at the moment. We'll come back to that Liberties, the Interpol with Richard. Number 7 is Zero Trust. That's been pretty popular as well with the old meme index, isn't it? A meme index, I think that's right. Let's quickly go look. I think this is from Gerardo, one of the big influencers and developers in the PulseChain. So we're going to check this out too. We got Brendan in the house there. Howdy, super. Will prices be up and to the right for the rest of the year? Feels like that, Brendan. It looks like it, off a low base and with the momentum. Yeah, sure. The other cool thing about the Block Swan event was that PulseChain really didn't go down that much. I mean, it crept down a little bit yesterday, but didn't really go down that much. And therefore, because we don't have a lot of leverage in the system, it had some protection there from the looks of it. And the only real threat was, I think we had a little bit of slippage yesterday, was people trying to pick up some of the majors like Ethereum and stuff like that. So you still get a bit of that effect going on. But it wasn't too bad, all in all. So, yeah, zero there. The strategic meme. And that is on the move. So, it looks like there's 1,145 holders already on the old Zero Trust. So that is doing pretty well, up 34% today, and the chart looks pretty good, doesn't it? Look pretty good there. I probably went through that a bit fast. We got the world's greatest PDI printer from OG WebChef, so that's up today. I don't know why this chart's brand new. This one, I don't know why. That must be a brand new pair. Is that a new pump? Oh no, it's not been around for ages. 11 months. This one here is the original one, up 27% right now. $8.41. So this is OG WebChef. Let's have a quick check at the chart here. So we're bouncing off $6.72 up at $8.41, but it's way down the bottom there, bouncing from the bottom. So a little bit of action there from OG WebChef, the world's greatest PDI printer. Liquid Loans at number 13, up 26%. Now they've been doing a pretty good job going around the conferences around Asia and stuff like that, promoting PulseChain Liquid Loans. So that's a little bounce there for them, up 26%. Now, as I've said this before, that these, a lot of these liquidity forks will get repriced. Once we start getting some moves on. So, if you can pick some of those DEXs and liquidity forks off at the bottom, then, you might do quite well with those as well as a diversified play in the old PulseChain. Number 14 and 15 is Pepe. Now, I've got that in the title today, haven't I? Pepe. So I think I've talked about XGame, and I haven't talked about, if I talked about XGame, yeah, I have a little bit, and I haven't quite fully talked about it, but I've got PCock. Pepe at the moment up as well, 25%. PDC the Greys making a little bit of a comeback there, 24%. And of course, that's probably been, I think, been a bit of a victim of Vouch, is my guess. I'm just guessing there. Just seems to make sense. Also, probably a bit of a victim of some of these other plays like XGame and things really rallying. So maybe people have taken profits and diversified there. Let me know what you think about that. We've also have some whales sell out as well, but that's got pretty severely tampered down there. Now I know Prairie Bernardo talks about this, so he's the expert. You want to go hear him talk about it, you can do that. And here's the weekly chart right now. So yeah, tested that line. I said between 11, almost 1,200 to 1,700, I think it was. Now I did test that, and it got down to 1,632. So this is kind of, need to hold that to keep its blue chip status. Now, it is, I do consider it one of the blue chips, although it's definitely been sold off quite strong here. Now, it's pretty important that it holds this level here and bounces up. That's kind of the critical level zone, particularly where it's right at right now at 1,700. The fallback was 1,200, right? So, and it certainly didn't want to break 1,200, but at the moment still holding there, which means it may be a really good entry right now, although the RSI on the weekly is still down at 39. But let's look at the daily bouncing off oversold at 23, now at 37. So nice little pushback there for the PCock the Greys. Some pretty big holders though, it's got locking and staking, and certainly been under a bit of pressure, I think, from Vouch, which has got all the validators plus the 5% reflection tokens as well. So, it is what it is. They say it is what it is. All right. Welcome to Crypto, the world of innovation. And so we got Vouch, really anchoring some really good quality DeFi now. We got, looks like Liberty Swap with the PCock meme farm is really starting to add a lot of DeFi meme, which makes it a lot stronger with all those bridge values coming in. It really could be pretty good, guys. We've got Heartwood Dog in the house there. Good morning, everybody. Big shout out. Now, talking about top tier projects, well, you can't go past Heartwood Dog with the Pulse of the Fallen anime series. Aren't we lucky in PulseChain? I think we're a bit spoiled, actually, to have such a good anime series on PulseChain. If you haven't checked it out, definitely go check out Heartwood Dog. We've got quite a few hundred people watching right now, so definitely go do that. And it's Pulse of the Fallen, guys. Check it out. Hog is the main character. And season 1 only just finished, I think, a week ago. There's a couple intermediary series coming out. at least a special one-off videos and intermediate series between season 1 and 2. But you got to go check it out. And of course, the final there, Hog versus Colin McGregor, that was pretty epic. But man, it just keeps getting better and better and better. I strongly suggest you get into Telegram with Heart with Dog, one of the best Telegram communities as well. You're going to feel very welcome there and enjoy. Pretty much Pulse of the Fallen is pretty synonymous with PulseChain right now, guys. It's fantastic. So check it out. Check it out. The Hog is in the house. We've got Frank White as well from PLS Start. Of course, if you like to understand how big PulseChain ecosystem is, you've got to go to PLS Start, right? Because that's where Frank White lives, and he's the one that curates that. It's got all the projects on PulseChain, and so you definitely got to check that out. But let me just pull it up here. Let me just pull it up while I can. PLS Start me. So this is the PulseChain ecosystem, and you can see all the projects here, and it's getting bigger and bigger all the time. So Frank White's got it's a full-time job. It's a full-time job. So there we go. That is PLS Start. I'll post it in the chat there as well. And maybe I should push that into push that on the show. Let me add that below the live show right now. We're doing it live, of course. So let me just jump down to the bottom here. I'm going to leave it in the comments. Bam. There we go. Boom. And we've got Nick Hillman in the house. So the other big show that does daily shows is Nick Hillman. And of course, we've got now David Feather doing weekday shows every day as well. So along with the RH Max and others, we're starting to get a good bunch of influencers streaming about PulseChain. And we've got to get ready because, we've got to cover all the parabolics that are coming our way, right? We've got to get there. So kind of cool. We've got Brendan in the house says PTC is holding up better than some of the other blue chip cores, says Brendan. That's true. That's true. So good insight there from Brennan. We got some nice nerdy faces there from Frank White. All right, so kind of cool. That is PLS Start Me with PulseChain ecosystem. Save it to your favorites. Awesome stuff there. All right, so let's get back into the markets there. So PTC the Grays holding some pretty critical support levels, up 24% today, looking pretty good as one of the blue chips there as well. What I got, Top Hat there, of course, is tied with Pulse, not only Pulse, but with it's also got PCock, right? So Top Hat there for Crypto Coffee, up 23%. Let's have a quick look at this one. And it's had a nice little rally. Look at that. Woohoo! Game on. So pretty cool. In fact, how much is that up in the last, there's a daily chart. So it's up 85% in 17 days. So it's doing really well. And let's see how far back that it goes there. That is the chart right now. That's the whole view chart. So doing pretty well there at the moment. And of course, let's see if it can break past 2100 here and start to make some nice structure. That'd be pretty cool. So that is Top Hat. Doge Pump Tires up 22%. Staked ETH up 18% there. Vouch, which I talked about, one of the latest blue chips on PulseChain. And this is doing very well. Look at that chart. So had obviously a nice rally, but a profit taking back to 4 zeros 3,500. Now back at 4 zeros 5,000. And it is on the move back towards 50 on the RSI there on the daily. And of course, this is the number one validator on PulseChain, which gives it a lot of nice, tasty income, along with the 5% reflection tokens, right? So yeah, last time they did an update, they had 4,600 validators. And one there, and a decent little DeFi yield, right? You want a solid yield, and 1 year APR at the moment 11%. So pretty awesome there, and that was back on the 8th. So it's only 5 days old, that update. Pretty cool. All right, that is pretty much Vouch, so doing well. Let's get out of there, and so we're getting some good stuff. We want these kind of projects, right? We want the PCocks with the meme fi, right? We've got all the swapping fees buying that. We want that. We want the PTC the Grays, sophisticated sort of locking staking protocol with a good reflection token there, and a really good setup. They've got dashboards and everything else. We want the vouchers of the world, right? We want the validators you can access, and keep buying that coin up and moving it higher. So it's kind of cool. We're getting some good stuff happening on PulseChain. All right, so yeah, and talking about that, we got a DevC down at number 27, up 15%, and of course Soul Sun Minimail, the big corporate on PulseChain. And look at this, we're starting to get some action here on the old PulseChain. That's the weekly chart. Let's go to the daily chart here for Soil, and you can see we're actually got a breakaway now happening on Soul Sun Minimail, and that's really cool. So we're up at 56 hundredth of a penny, or 5.6 cents, I should say. 55. I'm so used to saying hundredth of a penny. We're at 5.6 cents. here on Source. Let's have a look at the pulse ratio. Remember, always look at the pulse ratio with everything versus pulse. And we've got a nice little breakaway here. It's been going on for some time. And look, it's been happening since the 24th of August. And this is where you want to keep a lookout for breakaways in the pulse ratio, especially when pulse is going down. And this is up 124% in the last 50 days. And these guys have well in excess of 10 million is my guess. This is obviously not financial advice, but well in 10 million there in the Treasury Reserve. So pretty awesome. Now, all you have to do is work out what did they kind of earn from the beginning of the year, what did they actually spend on buy and burns, and you work out a pretty close approximation, taking into account some growth. Now, the growth factor could be dramatic, so it's always good to use a conservative baseline. So even if you use last year's revenue, you can probably work out at a very conservative level what their buy and burn treasure is. But I suggest to you it's probably well in excess of 10 million by now. But interesting times. And also the CEO kind of, modestly boasted about that about 2 months ago about the fact that they could absorb multi-million-dollar sales. So there we go, you take what you want out of that. But that is where we are right now. So yeah, it's on the move. Let's have a quick look at the bank now account. So it's the 96 account, right? And we can see the last big buys from looks. I'm assuming they're doing these double buys now. Sometimes they do triple buys, but normally around 11k. But we're having a couple of patterns here. Maybe they've changed their cycle a little bit. But 3 hours ago, we're having some buys there. 7 hours ago, from looks of it now, and so on. So typically, this is the one we see here. See this 3 days and 4 hours ago? This is definitely one of theirs, right? So about $11,000-$12,000, and that is in play. So I don't know for 100% sure that these ones are, but they do kind of have a little bit of a telltale sign there. And they could move this chart anytime they wanted. I mean, 778k liquidity, and the volume at the moment 63k. So that's going to be pretty interesting to see that play out. So that is Source on Mini Mill. Let's jump out of the. Can I get out? Yeah, I can get out. All right, so we've got Trump token number 29 up 14%. We've got Go Pulse at the moment 14% there. Liberty is up 14%. Number 33 is all the hex pairs. And boy, what a chance to pick that up. Should we have a quick look at those? I think we should. Because that was dramatic yesterday. I mean, the chances to get it, I saw it there. It got down to 5700th of a penny again. OMG, what a steal. And it's back up almost at 7/10 of a penny right now. That is really cool. What a steal there. Hex, of course. Hex. Let's look at the weekly. And we can see the weekly chart right now. So what a nice bounce back. We haven't recently, we had lower lows here back in July, but man, to pick up recently, I think that's pretty awesome, given the fact that we are going into a bullish quarter, regardless of the crash that we had the other day, Friday, I think it was. So yeah, pretty huge. So the lowest we've had here is 3600 a penny, but really it's going to get harder to see that happening, especially now that this is all SEC stuff too, and we've got time to shine. So Hex looking pretty good. What a nice little pickup there at number 36. We've got Firewell underneath that at number up 13% there. Reserve Tate number 41 up 13%. Pump Tires is up 13% as well. So obviously Pump Tires, the main one here with the market cap of 12.5 million. And this has had a little bounce back as well. Over the last couple of days, we were down at 1/10 of a penny. We're now at 1200th of a penny, 1300th of a penny on the old Pump Tires there. Market cap 12.5 million for the main Pump Tires. Pump Tires, guys. Sparta at number 44 with the Hex Treasury up 12.5%. Then we've got ALGO with Hex derivative as well. So all these Hex derivatives up 11.7%. And we got Top Hat there, I talked about already. Dow, Pump Tires Dow up 11% there as well. Now I think PDI has actually been down despite the 2-day conference. I did see some a little bit of content on the PDI conference, which I thought was a bit not that cool. But hey, look, people are allowed to do what they want, right? People are allowed to do what they want. So, but some of it was, I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, you guys can decide. You can think about what I'm thinking about, and if you know me, you'll know what I'm talking about. We got UFO at number 48, up 10%, 10.6%. We got Teddy Bear, Teddy Takeover there at up 10% there. Has it been abandoned though? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens there. We got PMX at up number 50, up 10%. So we've got 51 coins essentially that are up over 10% today, and that's where I'm going to leave it. I'm not going to go through everything else, but we've got green candles all the way through down here up until number 88. So 88 that are green today. But of course, you've got to outdo, 10% or so to see whether you're outdoing Pulse. And it looks like we've got 51 coins approximately that are probably outdoing Pulse at the moment, which is half. This is pretty good. That's a good day in the office for sure. All right, so what's down the bottom here? Well, obviously got incentive token down here. We've got Solid X down here. So it looks like there's been a bit of rotation from Solid X into XGame. XGame getting all the love right now. Now, when we get Solid X staking, will that all reverse? Will it rotate back? That's probably what will happen. But that's some of the stuff we've been seeing there at the moment. And not necessarily all Firewall, but actually, large holders there rotating, stuff like that. But once again, you have to go through a lot of the blockchain analysis. That is where we are right now with Solid X. They're down 11% at $4.25. So we'll keep a lookout for that. Obviously, Solid X is going to have staking coming up with all the premium offerings as well. So we're going to keep a track on that. But at the moment, probably a steal right now on the old Solid X. All right. So there we go. And on the other hand, we've got XGame absolutely pumping. So we're going to talk about XGame now because XGame, of course, is getting a lot of love from Firewall. It's also got a 500 electricity booster on right now and is number one. All right. So number one there. And you can see it's just got pumped big time. And it is gone from about 2.3 cents to 3.4 cents. So absolutely mad gains and up 45% right now. And we've had some good volume there, $1.6 million in volume with 412 liquidity right now. So, yeah, 34 million market cap. This thing is on a tier. And, of course, XGame is currently on public testnet, right? Now, I did play that yesterday. If you watched the show yesterday, I did play XGame and Gladiator games. So the two hottest games on PulseChain right now. Obviously, XGame is not commercial yet, but it's probably a day away or 2 days. I mean, it can't be long. It's on public testnet right now, and so pretty awesome. It does apparently. One of the feedback was it was a bit hot on the phones, and certainly I had a little bit issue, running on the live stream yesterday, and my video froze. I couldn't move around, but it's certainly the game is fantastic, and I've played crash games on Betfair for years, and it's really, really good. It's like the animation version, everything. It looks really good. It's on base and BNB as well. And of course, we've got the competition at the moment to use public testnet as well with the big giveaways. You can go check that out on X. But that's pretty cool. That is XGame right now. And let's quickly go to the X account and see whether they've got anything brand new that I haven't talked about. But XGame there is getting pretty close, guys. This is the competition they got on right now. So first $500, second $250. Third 100, and that's payouts on all three chains. And basically, everyone's trying to get the highest multiple. Now, the multiple is 50, so you got to probably play it all day long to try and get that. They will have a $1,000 jackpot on each chain as well for a lucky player at the end of testing. So you just never know your luck. Maybe your wallet's the chosen one. You just don't know. Pretty cool. And they've got the XGame Telegram now open, which is pretty awesome. And as you guys know, we have at least the earliest and probably the biggest, I don't know the biggest, but earliest community with XGame, and you can join up to that as well. So it's kind of cool. I think the link's in the video description, to be honest. But if you're on, if you're on X, then you can go check that out too. All right, so that is the Crypto Night show. What else? So that's kind of cool. Let's see what else I got there. Yeah, first day of testing back on the 12th. They had 5,000 bets on there. And of course, I did stream it yesterday, as you guys know. XGame. Everyone's excited about XGame. Very, very cool. Now, talking about excitement, Ian Heinisch, of course, one of our biggest influencers, got about 110,000 followers. Something like that, isn't it? Yeah. 80,000, I should say. I think it's Moon King. It's got 110. Yeah, 80,000 followers. Of course, he's, I think, an UFC fighter. Yeah, UFC fighter. And he's with Moon King in the back there. You can see them. These guys are like brothers, I guess. We just made history. XGame repped as the biggest sponsor of BKF iced boxing, basically. So it's like ice skating. You get on the ice skates and you go box away in a ring. That's kind of cool. So let's have a quick look at the video. I'm not going to play the sound effects, but you can kind of see the video there of the actual fighting there. So a lot of guys like this, right? Got the beat down there. Now, in normal ice skating games, they have the beat downs regardless, right? So it's not much different from an actual live game. It is pretty crazy what people will do, right? So there we are. That is the play there. It's pretty funny, you must admit. It's pretty funny stuff there. But yeah, lots of personalities, no doubt, and the rest of it. But that is the game. And these guys here. So XGame has sponsored that, right? So XGame is sponsored. I don't know if we've got that on here showing on the sponsor, but it's definitely been sponsored there by XGame. So very cool there from Firewall. and the team. And of course, Randy Alasky out there as well doing some good stuff. So XGame is going on the Magic. Look at that. Woohoo! Magic Cup ride for the old XGame. And it's not even live yet fully, so it could be pretty awesome. All right, so that is XGame stuff. I think we've covered that. We covered Liberty Swap. That's going to automatic sales tomorrow. And yeah, Brennan's brought up a very good point that I was going to talk about, which is Trio. Trio is due today if anyone's staked in it. So if you have got Trio, actually, this is part of the Maximus Hex derivative suite of products. And a Trio is the 3-year Hex staking. So yeah, pretty crazy. So let's go see if we can actually just search for it. There's the website, but I don't have it all up at the moment. But let's go have a look there. So Trio is up 12%. So I'm gonna look at the Trio Hex, Trio Pulse. Let's just go. I guess Trio Hex will be fine. And so yeah, Trio there. Now you got a 2-week window, is it? I think 2-week window to redo it. Another 3-year Trio. I think it's something like that, isn't it? They don't have the websites on there. I thought Dipcatcher and Golkey would have put those up. But yeah, Trio, 3-year Hex staking or Hex mining pool. And that opens up, I think, for 2 weeks. And then you've got to also, you got to claim it in that period, I think, as well. Otherwise, it auto locks, right? Auto locks like Transformers. But yeah, that is the play. 8 minutes. What is it? 8 minutes for Trio. A 1 week window. Oh, Frank White says 1 week. Yeah, I wasn't sure. I thought I had a feeling it was like 2 weeks, but yeah, 1 week window. Thanks, Frank. That is correct. Kind of cool. I covered it all, but I don't remember everything. So there we go. We do our best. We do our best. All right, we got Brendan says content creators should jump on the ice ring for some boxing and exposure. Lol. Yeah, well maybe Moon King and Ian Heinisch can do it. Although Moon King's definitely a fit-looking guy, but Ian Heinisch is like a professional, right? So I don't know if that will work out very well. All right, let's see. I think that's cool. So yeah, Trio there. Big shout out to Dipcatcher and Golkey up there somewhere. Frank White says, great stream as always, bro. I appreciate that, Frank. Frank, I appreciate that. Yeah, we've got a huge crowd watching at the moment, so I really appreciate it, everybody. Don't forget to smash the subscribe button on YouTube, and don't forget to hit the follow button on X as well. We're 52 minutes on the live show, but we have got really good momentum on PulseChain today, and it's great to see it, right? Great to see it. I think we can all appreciate it. And at the moment, we've got some good stuff happening. PCock at the top there, almost 200% up. PulseGuy up 71%. Zendog up 60%. Oink up 58%. And XGame, of course, getting a lot of love, breaking out to the upside big time right now. That is up at 3.6 cents. Followed by PCock, of course, number 7 and 8, looking pretty damn fine as well, up 53% at 1.4 cents. So we've got real momentum there, and Zero Trust up 36% as well. So some good things happening right now on the charts there. We're going to come back to that. But of course, you guys know what's happening. We've got the final hours of tournament number 5, the Fight for Glory on XGame. So we're going to bring that up. We talked about, so not XGame, on Gladiator Games, I should say. So we're going to bring that up as well. So let me just set that up in behind the scenes here. And we're going to have to add that to the mix. So let's do that. We're going to come back to the charts afterwards, though, and see where they're going, because they've got great momentum right now. But of course, tournament number 5, guys, for the game. I'll try to add the audio. Let's see if I can add the audio. I haven't done that before on the tab, so let's do that. And you might hear the sound effects for once, which would be kind of cool. All right, so Gladiator Games, guys, it is up and running. This is tournament number 5, so week number 5, $1,360 in prizes on PulseChain. And of course, paid out in Rome tokens. So awesome stuff. $400 for first place, $300 for second place, $200 for third place. 4th to 5th place is $100 each. 6th to 9th place is $50 each. 10th to 15th is $10 each, and 16th to 25th place is legendary gear, which is actually pretty valuable. So cool. Now, tournament 6 is going to be next weekend. There are going to be quite a few changes. We're also going to have, instead of the gold that people, we have to put gold up against each other. So gold, you have to buy gold with Pulse. So 1 Pulse equals 1 gold. So 100,000 gold equals 100,000 Pulse. And so that's what you have to do right now. Now, if you guys want to play, I'll send you the link here in the chat here, so you can do that. Join Gladiator Games. And tournament 6 is coming up. There's going to be a lot more prizes for a lot more people to win, so you're joining up now. It's a good time. Tournament 6 is going to have a bigger spread of prize winnings So you guys are going to be able to, anybody's going to be able to come in and win. You can come in now and win prizes, but it's going to be pretty awesome like that. So there we go. Gladiator Games. Now, other thing that they're going to be changing is, of course, let me put that on X as well, actually, while I'm here. We don't forget the X community. Or I might get excommunicated. Okay, that was just too cringe. But let's jump down the bottom here and Gladiator Games. Join Gladiator Games, and I highly recommend getting into the Telegram too. That's where all the action. There's a lot of people in there from different project teams now as well. A lot of influencers there. It is a really great place to be, guys. In the old Gladiator Games, it's blowing up. The community is blowing up. XGame's blowing up. Gladiator Games blowing up. It's going to be good. Let's see. All right, so that is where we are right now. Let's go back into Gladiator Games. So yeah, you just get a DGM wallet, put some pulse on it, then buy some gold. You just hit the buy gold button, and you can always withdraw your gold or put into pulse with the claim earnings. Got a referral code, so if you do use a referral, you get 5% of whatever people spend in the game for the first month at least. So that's cool. And you got your inventories as well. That's kind of your backpack. But let's get into the main thing. Gladiators are free to make, so you can actually make free gladiators. You can create them, pretty easy to do. So they're easy to do, but you do have to, kit them out with all the gear. And there's a big economy, right? Store, quests, assets, crafts, marking, staking. Now, if you want to get into the game straight away for the tournament without doing all the build up, where you find resources and craft weapons and everything, you can just go to the store under the economy, go economy, store, and then starter pack. And then you can get yourself either a Premius or an Avedicus there. That will be with epic gear or legendary gear. If you want to be really competitive, probably should go for the Avedicus here. It's 10 million gold or 10 million pulse, and you can get into that. But if you want a smaller budget, you can go to the Premius there, 2,500 gold, and you get all epic gear as well. So that's kind of easy to do. You just click on what you need. Click tier 2 because we're on tier 2 gladiators right now. You get to choose 2 different types of gladiators. You can pick the avatars for those. And then I suggest you getting a male and female so you can breed them. Yeah, that's right, breeding. And then we got to put a name on them and then click buy starter package. That's how easy it is. Once you got that, of course, you can come over to gladiators where your gladiators will be. And if you didn't create one free one, you got one from the starter pack, you just click on it, take all your inventory, double click on it, and you'll be able to add it into the mix there. See, I added the gloves or gauntlets there. And you just have to, you got 12 slots there that you have to put your equipment in, and that will make your gladiator much more powerful, right? So very, very cool. The other thing besides equipment is to rank things up is also to get your qualities of your gladiator up. So your stamina, your strength, and you can upgrade those. You can spend roams. If you're really competitive, you can buy roam off the market and upgrade those. That's pretty cool. So I'm just going to update a few upgrades while I'm here, since I'm looking. And those are up there. I can upgrade them all, of course, with Rome. But my main character for the tournament is Galactus, and she's pretty powerful. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I was going to make some jokes, but let's forget it. Now we got tournament number 5, the Battle for Glory, $1,400 up for grabs. We got 5 hours to go, so it's 5 hours to go in the tournament. So it's pretty interesting. Now at the moment, the tournament has got how many players? 14 players. So the tournament's slowly growing every single week. So if you want to become one of the new people, definitely join up to it. That's at Gladiator Games. And I'm already in the tournament. I don't know if anyone's going to be there to fight, so I click there. Now, if you do want to join, you just have to find your gladiator generator 2. Let's say Devour there, and then it costs you 300 gold, which is 300,000 pulse, and you register there. Now, you also have to have 25,000 gold for every single fight that you have. That at the moment is going to the prize pool, but next week it's going to go back to normal, which is where if you beat somebody, you get their gold. Basically, that's the thing inside the game. As well on top, that's on top of the prizes. So you might earn a prize, but you also earn any battles that you win in gold. So they're going back to that format, which I think is a better format than all the gold going to the sort of the prize pool. It balances things out just a bit better there, I think. And so yeah, you can register 3,000 gold, but I'm already registered, so I've got Galactus there. I don't know whether we're going to be fighting anybody, but we'll put myself on the queue and let's see. I don't know if you guys have heard these sound effects before, but that is the sound effects for entering the Colosseum, and I guess, into the arena. And yeah, sometimes you have to wait around for a little bit. Sometimes people are there straight away. And if you do get a people there straight away, you'll be straight into the fight. So I'm not sure if anyone's watching from the Gladiator family, but if you are, jump into the tournament and let's see whether we can fight live on stream. We're 1 hour into the live stream. We've got hundreds and hundreds of people watching. So it would be a good time for a fight. So if you're in the Gladiator games, get on there and get in the queue, because I'm sitting there right now waiting for a fight. Now, I don't know how quickly that's going to happen, but we'll see. I might actually bring up XGames as well, since we're here. We've got a couple of comments in the chat, though, while we wait for a fight. Hartwood Dog says Ian versus Andrew Tate would be a massive promo for us. So Ian versus Andrew Tate probably needs to be boxing for it to be fair. Ian would submit Tate in the first minute in MMA rules. Ha ha ha. Yeah, it would probably be pretty fast. Or Andrew Tate's pretty big guy, but yeah, probably be pretty quick with they have all the tricks, right? They all know all the tricks to bind you up before you know it. Yeah, you could be a strong guy, but if someone knows a lot of tricks and they're strong too, yeah, it could take you down pretty quick. Love me some Superman, says DJ Hickson. I appreciate that. Big shout out. We got Blair in the house as well. Hi all, good to see you, Blair. Also, don't forget, if you're on YouTube, don't forget to smash the subscribe button. If you're on X, smash the follow button. All the socials are in the video description on YouTube, and all the pinned to the top of the X profile if you want to get into our Discord or Telegram. And you've got the Monster Thread number 23. Well, 23 weeks, guys, of the Monster Thread coming up. We're heading towards half a year of Monster Threads, with all the hottest PulseChain weekly news coming up. And, of course, some of the hottest projects in there as well, including projects like Heartwood Dog, which are doing amazing on PulseChain. So it's going to be a lot of fun. And Gladiator Games, too, is in there as well. So we're still waiting for someone to play. I'm not sure where everyone is. Maybe they're all in the tournament there. Yeah, I think they're all in tournaments there at the moment, chatting with each other. So I'm not sure what's going on there. I'll just leave a comment there. Anyone want to fight me in the tournament on a live show now? All right, so let's see what happens. All right, so that is kind of the play right now, and we're just waiting a little bit around for that. So I have to wait for a fight, but at the moment, let's have a look at the leaderboard. So the leaderboard, there's a fight. I'm on a fight, guys.
8,
I'm on.
7,
right, there we
6,
go. When I was about
5,
to check the leaderboard.
4,
You hear the sound?
3,
Let me know if you can hear the sound.
2,
I'm sure you can.
1.
It's the first time.
Fight.
But let's see. So we're pretty evenly matched. He stunned me straight out of the gate there. We got some new stuff happening right now. We've got some new animations. Some things have changed since I last looked at it. I'm going to have to really focus on this, otherwise I'm going to get beaten up. Let's see. I still have to talk on live stream, so I have to talk and everything else. Let's see. This moving around, this guy. This guy's moving around a lot. Oh, and that net is so frustrating, guys, honestly. So he's running away all the time. I missed the kick. Yeah, kick is really bad. That's all I can say. Missing a kick is really, really bad. That was good, though. Did well then. That was more like it. Hopefully I've got food, because I don't even know if I've got food at the moment. All right. Wish me luck, guys. I should be doing. I'm doing. Yeah. So fighting the net and the trident, guys, they're really the nets are really quite hard. They stun you. Oh, that was a big move from him. That was a very clever move. So that's some real good moves he's showing there. And he's really playing really well there in terms of bleeding me out. So I got to challenges. I just realized that I'm bleeding out a little bit there. Right. Yeah, so he's moving around a lot. That's pretty good. Some good skills, game skills. That net gets you every time. Net. All right. This is going to be tough. Particularly good for me right now. Let's let's see. Yeah, that net. Look at that net stinging there. We're fairly, from what I can tell, we're fairly even matched in some ways. But oh man, I missed all that. So yeah, he's oh man, that is a master play. He's really playing masterfully. Yeah, he's probably the best player that I've come up against, actually, skill-wise. It's probably one of the others, but this is particularly bad. Let's see. Yeah, this is not looking particularly good right now. That was a bit better for me, but not probably a little bit too late, and I'm bleeding out so much on the game. It's a bit horrible, to be honest. I'm bleeding out more than I would like. Now, I've run out of my medicine, so it's pretty much all or nothing now, guys. It's all or nothing. See that net, how it stings me? It really gets... I need to really get some good momentum here. Now, this is my last moment, so if I still really start failing here, I've got massive bleeding on right now, so this is not looking good for me. Not looking good. Really catch up here, but I'm just bleeding out so much right now. And I've run out of bandages, guys. I've run out of bandages. My bleeding is just so horrible. Oh my gosh. I really need some... I'm almost in luck territory, guys. I'm almost in luck territory here. All right, yeah, I'm starting to really get up now. Death is imminent. Death is imminent, guys. Not much I can do. Yeah. That's just the way it goes, guys. That's the way it goes sometimes. That was merciless. Brennan says suplex him, help him, Sue. Yeah. That's pretty crazy. So we were fairly evenly matched from what I could tell. I can't see all his metrics, but just on the green line, we were pretty. I mean, he was slightly stronger than me, but he played really, really well. So that was impressive play. You give credit where credit's due, right? Good. Let's see if we can get another one there. Now, I was going to say the standings right now. I'm sitting at number 7, so I got to be careful. If I lose too many things, I could get past during the next 5 hours. It's been going for 2 hours and 6 hours or something. That's like 2 days already. And so, 5 hours to go. You don't really want to get yourself in a losing position. But I'm sitting right in the middle of the table, right? Number 7 out of 14. And hopefully this weekend, if a lot of you guys are out there, come and play, we'll have 20, 25 people, right? Which would be amazing. And the prizes just get bigger and bigger and bigger the more people. So, get out there and get involved. That's all I can say. The link, as I say, is posted on X and in the chat there. But this could be huge. So I'm sitting at number 7. The leader right now is Brad, 27. And of course, Rudolph there at number 26. Sandros at number 23 there. Now, I just fought this guy down the bottom here, right? This number 11. I'm the Void. I just fought him, and he bet me. He's had 14 losses. So, I really wasn't playing that great. I mean, he played well, though. He played well and, put the pressure on and so on. So, yeah, that's crazy. Now, obviously, top prize is $400. I'm currently sitting at number 7, so I'm on the $50 prize. Now, when I started 2 weeks ago, all I won was a legendary gear, which is actually pretty valuable, and it was important at the time because when you're early, you want to get these legendary gear. Then last week, tournament number 4, I won $10. And at the moment, I'm now moved up a level to $50. So you can improve over the game and you get better gear, better qualities, like strength. And you get better at playing. You play the AI agents a lot. So one thing you want to do is once you get your
10,
there we are.
9,
did I go
8,
on battle?
7,
I don't remember going
6, 5,
did I
4,
go into a
3,
battle?
2, 1, fight.
I've got to do a lot better this time, guys. So I might need to focus a little bit here. But he's just standing there at the moment. I'm not sure whether he walked away. If he walked away from his desk, it might be my chance. Now, sometimes people walk away from the desk, and that's a bad thing for them, right? I think he's walked away from the desk. I think he's not even at his desk. I think he walked away. I'm assuming. I don't remember going into the battle, though. You guys remember me in the battle? Hey, look, if he walked away from his desk, it's just my advantage, right? So I'll take it. Yesterday, I had 2 battles when people walk away from the desk, and I just ended up slicing and dicing. It's a sad thing, I'm not really keen on it, but if someone has to win the battle, right? So it will be me if that's the case. Now you might come back in time and realize in battle. We'll see what happens. So I need to get the right. They're really important. Now, the key thing is you got to time your battle cries and your attack together, because that's what will make you win. Doesn't seem like he's at his desk right now. He must have walked away, or phone, or whatever. Maybe he got distracted. Who knows? All right, it's still pretty tough though. Looking like a toughie. It'll take me a while to actually take him down. So that's. No, I don't have any sandwiches or food left, gentlemen. So I don't even know if this is a real fight. I don't know if it looks like it. So I don't have any sandwiches or food. So if he does start, so I needed to go and pull up my bandages and food. So I got to kill him before he gets to his desk. I've got no bandages or food left, and I have to equip my gladiator with battle with that. Almost gone. I've got to get to the 10% mark. Now I can use my my thing. I'm taking a free kill here. I got my. You can actually use the XG button and you can kill. So there we go. That was a free victory for me. Not great for him. So there we go. I don't remember, honestly. I don't remember getting in the battle. So we have to go back to the tournament here. I don't even remember entering. Did I enter? Did I get a credit for that? Let's have a look. 10, I did. I got the credit. 10. I'm 10 victories, guys. It doesn't move my position, though, because I got to get 14. And then even with 14, I need 15 because I've got more kills than Phil. Phil's above me. He's got 10 kills on him, 10 losses, and I've got 17. So, I really need to get 15 wins to get into 6th position. If I did get to 6, it's not going to change me on the leaderboard, though, because it's still $50, right? So I'm not really getting advantage. I have to get the 5th position to get into the $100 mark. And that would mean that I need another 6 kills, right? In the next, another 6 kills in the next 5 hours, because we've got 4 hours and 45 minutes to go in the countdown over here. So that is some of the Gladiator games. Pretty chilling. That's 2 games. I think that's probably enough for the time being. But that is Gladiator games, and the tournament is on. Next week, of course, there's going to be lots more prizes, and with lots more players, becomes a lot more action. So it's kind of cool. I definitely suplexed him this time, Brandon, but it was a bit of a cheat win, wasn't it? Bit of a cheat win, but that happens in the game. Yesterday, I got 2 of those where people had walked away from their desk. They entered the tournament, and I just sliced them and diced them because someone's got to win. And even though I don't really like winning like that, I'll take it. All right, that is Gladiator games right now. So kind of cool. What else? I think that's it. So it does cost 25 gold to get into a game as well, and just take note of that. But that is it. Should we go to XGame quickly? Let's do quickly XGame. I think I got that there as well, but it's going to probably get rid of my my video. I'm not going to move any more of my video, right? Take note of that. I don't even know if you can hear that. Can you hear that? I guess you can. But let's see. I've got a little bit of answers. Let's do $100, eh? And we're going to go all the way. Let's see. XGame right now. And of course, market price is pumping right now on the old XGame. 3.6 cents last time we checked it. We're going to check on the markets just before we finish the show, though. And don't forget to smash the subscribe button. We're just waiting for the game to load in 3 seconds. And that's going to load for XGame. Right, so that is Signum. Now, I'm the only one testing it right now. I'm the only one online testing XGame right now. We're on PulseChain, but it's also on base and BNB. I'm not going to try and win the money. I'm trying to get the biggest X's. That's what the competition is right now. The biggest X's. So it's just luck of the draw, really. Because, max is 50 X. If you go play BetFury, they're much higher level. I think I know what it is, 1,000 X. So that ended up crashing out at 0.13 X right now. And so, we'll see what happens here. But that is the crash game. So that is pretty much it. All right. So, should we do one more? Let's do one more. That's what we're here. We'll do $50 again. So that is 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 $50 again And let's see, it's just like a draw. I mean, if it got up to close to 50x and I ended up going out there, I'd probably be in the chunk for those prizes that they had, right? I saw someone yesterday apparently got a 50 45x. I'm not sure what people have been getting today, but yeah, someone got a 45 yesterday. I could have got a 42 or 38 yesterday. Was on there, but we'll see. Anyway, we're just waiting. There we go. So we're back on it again. XGame from Firewell. Oh, it crashed out straight away. Look at that. Crashed out at a 1.26x. So if you'd been greedy, in other words, not greedy, but if you'd been higher than that, you would have lost your bet on there, right? So it's the thing. So yeah, we'll try one more since that was a bit early. Now, what I find in crash games is that they go through little random cycles of numbers that go against you, like there'll be 1.1 or 1 or 1.25 or something. So you get crashed out all the time, you lose your bet. But then they have periods where you get big ones, where you have big ones like 10x and 50x, and or at least maybe 20x in this game. So that definitely happens. All right, we're waiting for this. This will be our final one though. My video's frozen, of course. A little bit, moving a little bit. But there we go. XGame, crash game. All right, we're on the move. Fingers crossed, man. Wouldn't it be great about it on live stream where I was get close to 50x on it? I managed to get out. If I see it go over 45x, I'm definitely going out. But I can't do that. All right, 5, 6 now. I crashed out. All right, yeah. All right. That's the time out there. So that is crash game, guys, which is pretty cool. Let me jump out of there though, and we'll go back. What happened? I'm back. So that was Gladiator Games and XGames. They're the two hottest games right now on PulseChain. And of course, Gladiator Games not fully launched yet. Brendan says sound effects is pretty good on XGame. It is a yeah. That's the first time I've had the audio and right the audio. That is pretty cool. Now let's go back to let's add in the charts here because we've got a breakaway happening right now in the old XGame. So we're going to talk about that. Let me have a look. Let's open up the studio before we finish the show. We're going to go quickly check on the markets again. So let me add in the chart. Bam. Yeah, XGame breaking up to the upside, guys. Breaking out. It is awesome. Isn't it awesome to have some action on the old PulseChain there? All right, so that is the charts right now. And we can see that actually XGame's continued to move up here. Big breaking away right now, 68%. And that's just gone up big time. So let's have a look at the biggest pair, which is XGame Pulse here. And we can see some big buying going on right now. Look at that thing breaking up. In fact, it's actually hit 4.3 cents, guys. 4.3 cents, currently at 3.9 cents. And it's a market cap of 38 million, I should say. Now, the all-time market cap, of course, was probably just hit. Yeah, it went up to 43.6 million on the market cap there. Isn't that amazing? Look at that. That's the chart on XGame. Now, it's a pump tires, right? And you got to remember that Firewell controls something like 78% of it or something. So, it does have relatively small supply. And so at the moment, it's getting pumped big time. $2.3 million on 437 in liquidity right now. And the net buying is about 100K based on here. I don't know exact numbers, but the last, it's been about 13K difference in the last 6 hours. This just on this pair alone, right? On this pair alone, and in about 22,000 in the last hour. Just a little bit of profit taking, obviously, on that mad move there, but pretty incredible, right? Pretty incredible. XGame, and yeah, so some pretty awesome stuff happening with XGame. We just sneak previewed that on the public testnet. I think it could launch anytime. Could launch tomorrow. Could launch today. Today. Keep a close eye on there. The closed private, testnet was very short, a couple of days. So this could be maybe even shorter, a couple of days. I don't know what, whether they've had any particular feedback or any changes, but probably not long, guys. Probably not long. And the fact that he's put a 500 electricity on this to get it really, pumping on the old deck screener. Pretty awesome. So some good stuff happening right now. Looks like we had a little bit of profit taking in the old PCock. It's at 1.3 cents, but maybe that's due to XGame. Maybe we got a bit of rotating going in from PCock to XGame. I don't know. but that is just tapered off a little bit there on the old PCock there. I think it was about 1400, just down about 10% on that right now. But those are some of the hot things going on in PulseChain. All right, hope you guys have enjoyed it. We've got a huge audience watching right now, so big welcome, and I hope you guys enjoyed the show. We'll be back again tomorrow, though, 8 p.m. Eastern, and you guys know what's coming out today. The Monster Thread number 23, guys, the hottest PulseChain weekly news. MVS Crypto, or Bill as he's called now, is working hard on that as we speak. So that is coming out. Well, presumably he's working hard on that. But it's coming out later on today. So the PulseChain weekly news with all the hottest stuff, and it's going to be exciting, guys. It's going to be exciting. And, of course, some of the hottest projects on PulseChain included in there as well. All right, don't forget, catch you in tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern. Don't forget to share the show around, repost on X, subscribe on YouTube, follow on X, get into the socials in the video description or pinned to the top of X and become part of the family. As you guys know, one of the two big daily shows covering PulseChain every day, along with Crypto Paradise, Nick, Nate, and Amar and the crew. And, of course, it's great to see David Feather doing weekday shows now. And, of course, RH Max and a few other influencers out there doing regular shows as well. So, including Randy Alasky and others. So it's kind of cool. Cool place to be. Things are starting to pick up a little bit, aren't they? Starting to pick up. It's really nice. We've got a lot of the ladies on PulseChain doing a lot of cool X spaces like Tam. So big shout out to all those guys too. Fast Abdul out there working pretty hard. A lot of people doing some good stuff. So it's a fun place to be. And it looks like we're really starting to pick some pace up here today. And it's exciting to talk about, right? Richard Hart, of course, posting lots on X lately. Isn't that interesting? Yeah, game on. But look at this. Woohoo! Things are on the move right now. All right, take care, everybody. Catch you tomorrow's show. Bye for now.